It's been getting a bit cold in the UK recently, but not cold enough for Cole Palmer to show up at Anfield yesterday. 2-1 win for Liverpool at Anfield in the end against Chelsea yesterday. What a win that was then, as the Scouser pictured above once said himself. Big win right off the international break at the start of this kind of run of 13 disgusting looking fixtures for Liverpool, which are going to be season defining, whether we like that kind of pressure on us or not. They will show us what kind of intent this Liverpool side have about them and how far they could go. And yeah, it was a big game, loads of talking points. So yeah, let's get into some of those key takeaways. First off, it was absolutely brilliant to see how good Anfield was again. Now, I wasn't actually able to hear any of the sound during the game. I watched it in a pub where for some reason they chose to prioritise the NFL on the sound system. Supposedly they had more people booked in to see that, but I mean, I don't know. Where I was sat, it looked like a lot of us were trying to watch the Liverpool-Chelsea game. But regardless, saw the clips on social media afterwards, watched the highlights back, and yeah, Anfield was a cauldron. It was brilliant. Expected for this kind of tie, but it was also helped in part by the fact that John Brooks was absolutely shite as referee for this game. I think the refereeing performance will probably blow over because we held on to the win, so it'll be less talked about. And to be fair to him, I think overall with the big decisions, they did just about get them right. But a lot of 50-50 calls, just so many cheap fouls. This moment late in the game just encapsulated the frustration of the flow of the game getting disrupted. It was a good game overall still. It just could have been that bit better if they just let it flow and stopped pulling for such small fouls that just weren't fouls really. But like I say, I will give them some credit for the big calls. I think the first penalty, definitely a penalty. Second one, I think I thought originally should have been a penalty. I thought, yes, Sanchez gets a bit of the ball but wipes out Curtis Jones. But the more I watch it back, the more I think, you know what, if that happened somewhere else on the pitch, I would also be thinking, yeah, if they get enough of the ball to kind of let it go on. So you've got to apply similar logic in the box and say he gets the ball, he makes a fair enough attempt for the ball there. And yeah, it would have been a harsh penalty on Chelsea. And I think you see it at the other end as well. Trent stepping on the foot of Sancho, you could argue the penalty there. Same time though, you're saying Trent's trying to place his foot down. So I think those two decisions balance out, both kind of 50-50s in the end. And then another one potentially, which was a big talking point, was the toss-in, the decision to give him a yellow card for what looked like it might be a similar last man type challenge to the Saliba incident in the Arsenal-Bournemouth game. But I think, no, Jota's going away from goal when he's making that striding run forward. Colwell's also potentially there on the cover. So I'm fine with a yellow card for that one as well. But getting back to more positive things to talk about, stars of the show, Curtis Jones and Mohamed Salah were absolutely brilliant. I was just quickly touch on Mohamed Salah because I think we all know how good he is, especially in these big games. He always steps up. He always delivers for Liverpool. And yeah, he was brilliant once more. Gets a goal and an assist. Of course, his goal was the penalty. Assist was just an absolutely beautiful ball first time into the path of Curtis Jones. To pick that out, it's just the audacity of it is crazy. And he actually attempted one similar on the break before, outside of the boot for Hakpo. I think just gets intercepted, but his creative side is really flowing at the moment. And people tried to talk about him being on a downfall before because he lost some of his directness, but he's just evolving. I keep saying it, and I will continue to say it. Salah is just up in his game, but this man right here, this was more of a surprise. Curtis Jones stepping up to this level. We saw him against West Ham, really good, but this was the perfect performance for him and a really good phase of life. He's just become a dad. He got his first England call-up over the international break, so fair play to him. But yeah, it was really good to see him step into his element yesterday rather. He was by far man of the match choice, and I think it puts forward for him, most importantly, that real push for, can he get a starting berth now? I think we were pretty set on the Maka, Gravenberch, Sabo midfield, but while Sabo off the ball work has been brilliant, on the ball he needs to be doing more. He's not quite getting that danger in the attacking zones, getting more goals and assists, and Curtis Jones has made a real statement for himself here, so absolutely brilliant to see him. All-round performance was great. Again, even his off-the-ball work, his pressing, getting back, he was just absolutely relentless, and I'm so happy for him. And yeah, final thing to touch on is just that is another big statement win for Liverpool. Everyone keeps saying, in a sense of just trying to put down the performances of Liverpool so far, saying we haven't really faced anyone. Well, we've now won at Old Trafford, which, yes, Man United have been arsed this season, but Old Trafford will always be a difficult place for us to go because of the size of the fiction history between the two clubs. One at the San Siro. We've now beaten a really informed Chelsea, who were fourth in the league at the start of this weekend. So, listen, we're beating some big teams now. And at the end of the day, in the Premier League, there's no small games. We beat a Bournemouth side that just went and turned over Arsenal this weekend. We beat Wolves, who City took a last-second winner against. So, at the end of the day, we're beating what's in front of us. 10 wins from 11. The momentum keeps going. And yeah, we've got 3 games on the road now. It's going to be really important to just keep it rolling.